My name's Rita Bajaj. I'm joining you this morning to tell you a little bit about my story. I joined the investment industry back in the early 90s, so officially been in the industry a very long time. And I just wanted to take you through some of my experiences when I joined and actually walk you through the journey and what helped me overcome a number of the obstacles that hopefully you guys are not necessarily seeing, but if not, I just hope my story might help in some way. My background is I joined as a US and global equities fund manager in the early 90s. Fast forward to where I am now, I've been an executive, I've been a non-executive, and right now I'm a non-exec on a number of savings and investment company boards. But going back to when I was a graduate and when I entered the city as a US fund manager, as a number of you who are in that same sort of front office role will be experiencing, you attend a number of company meetings, a number of investment meetings. And sometimes, and a lot of times, when you walk in that room, particularly where it may well be dominated by, at the time when I was there, white male fund managers, and you're the only one female, two female of color, and in my case, rather short too, it can be quite daunting. It can be quite challenging to walk into that room and wonder who to speak to or who to network with or how to approach that. And I vividly remember walking into a room with all the eyes turning and looking at me and then turning back. And I don't think it was anything from the group in the room that was isolating me, but it was just that I was the only woman who walked in. And I had to take that very long walk that a number of us have to do over to the coffee area and sort of stand out on my own, feeling quite intimidated and feeling very daunted in that situation. How do I integrate? How do I spark a conversation? What do I do? And I remember I went back and I spoke to one of my best friends from university because we'd only just started, both of us, a year into the jobs. And I said, look, I go into a room, it's full of men. I'm not sure what to do. I feel like just sitting in the corner and sort of pretending I'm not really there. And she gave me the best advice that I ever had. She just said, Rita, why don't you wear red? I said, red? Are you insane? Why would I wear red? I don't want to stand out. She said, why not? Why not? You're going to stand out anyway. So why don't you buy yourself a red suit and just walk in and talk to people? What's the difference? And I can tell you that was the best advice that anyone's ever given me. I went out. Yes, very sadly enough, I did go and buy a red suit. And I would say to anyone, if you're going to buy a red suit, do like the color. In hindsight now, I wouldn't necessarily do that. But I wore a red suit. I went to more investment conferences, more corporate events. And actually, it gave me a confidence in myself to be able to get over that. Yes, everybody turned around. And now I was thinking, are they turning around because I'm a female or because I'm a woman of color? Or are they turning around going, oh my God, she's in a red suit? And actually, it didn't matter. It gave me confidence. It made me feel more comfortable in my skin. And that actually perversely meant that when I was talking to investment companies and when I was sitting with CEOs, I actually found that I got more access to companies. I got more access to the people I wanted to talk to understand what drove them. And what I did find is most investment companies didn't really care about my gender or my ethnicity. They just wanted to know whether I'd invest in their firm. So from my perspective and from my story and my personal learnings and takeaways, I think it's to look at each situation as constructively as you can. And if you want to stand out, and if you want to feel comfortable with how you are, then go ahead and do it. Whatever makes you have the confidence to excel. Don't hold yourself back. And my only piece of advice is only wear red if you actually like it. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Wishing you all well in your future careers, and good luck.